Today's episode: new Battlefield in development and what you need to know about new game Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, and the big news: is Nintendo Switch 2 coming out already this year? Find out in this video. Grab a cup of hot chocolate and let's dive in. Battlefield's new chapter, development in full swing. Renowned insider and journalist Tom Henderson, citing sources within Electronic Arts, reports that a new installment of the popular shooter Battlefield has entered active development. This means the development team has finalized the game concept and chosen its main theme. Indirect evidence of active game development is also seen in the job listings of Ripple Effect Studios, known as DICE Los Angeles until 2013. For instance, the studio is currently seeking a director of visual effects. Developers seem intent on returning to the series' roots, particularly in implementing a destructibility system in the new part. This is a logical move considering the last franchise game, Battlefield 2042, couldn't boast of high-quality destructibility, a feature once synonymous with the series. Currently, there's no information on the setting of the new Battlefield or the timeline for its announcement. Meanwhile, Battlefield 2042, the latest installment released in 2021, achieved significant success over the years despite initial harsh criticism, breaking Steam player records in the fall of 2023 with over 100,000 concurrent players. Bethesda announces major STARFIELD update. Bethesda has announced the release of STARFIELD's largest update, featuring over 100 fixes and improvements, including various graphical enhancements. The update will appear in Steam's beta version on January 17, with a full release expected 2 weeks later. While complete patch notes are yet to be revealed, Bethesda has shared some insights on what players can anticipate from the upcoming update. Initially, developers will address various quest bugs and permanently resolve issues with asteroids, chasing spaceships, inaccessible hatches on these ships, and other minor annoyances. Promised improvements include enhanced graphics, widescreen mode support, improved textures, lighting, and shadows. Bethesda has provided before and after screenshots showcasing the appearance of NPCs and locations. Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, A Mystical Journey, awaits Focus Entertainment, has released a fresh trailer ahead of the anticipated release of Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden from Dontnod Entertainment. Set in the 17th century in paranormal North America, Antea Duarte and Red Mac Wraith guide you through a world of supernatural threats. These love-struck ghost hunters, bound not only by oath and duty, but also by incredible emotions, strive to save ordinary people from sinister ghostly forces. However, fate has a harsh trial in store for them. In a tragic moment, Antea becomes a ghost, and Red faces a difficult choice. What is he willing to do to bring his beloved back to life? Developers promise not only an engaging story, but also a plethora of moral dilemmas and drama. The new trailer, Love, Death and Sacrifice, beautifully presents this story. Red battles monsters in the picturesque, ghostly wilderness of New Eden, with perfect sound effects and a magnificent game world creating an immersive atmosphere. The main task is to perform an exorcism ritual, restore peace, and end the supernatural threats. Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden is set to release on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series on February 13th. Last year, the internet was abuzz with rumors about new installments in the Assassin's Creed franchise, primarily focusing on Assassin's Creed Red and HEXE, the two games closest to release. Ubisoft has yet to launch a marketing campaign for either project. However, recent developments suggest that the studio is gearing up for major events related to these games, placing high hopes on their release. According to gaming informant JawRaptor, these two products within the Assassin's Creed universe are currently the biggest single-player game investments by the French publisher in its entire history. Given the long-requested Japanese setting by fans, developers are taking the production of Red very seriously, paying great attention to detail. The same can be said for HEXE. Set in an atypical setting for the series, Assassin's Creed Red will unfold in feudal Japan, featuring two main characters, a male samurai and a female shinobi. Ubisoft is confident that Red will be this year's biggest blockbuster, further heightening expectations for the game. Conversely, HEXE is touted as the darkest game in the series' history, set in 16th century Europe during the witch hunts. The game is planned for release following Codename Red in a couple of years as the next major project. Nintendo Switch 2. Rumors: a new console on the horizon? In recent months, rumors have been circulating online about Nintendo working on a new model of the Switch. However, to date, there has been no concrete information about its release date, only speculation. But according to recent statements from GameShark, a well-known manufacturer of console cheat devices, Nintendo fans might not have to wait much longer. A new version of the Switch is expected to be released in September this year. At the CES 2024 exhibition, GameShark introduced AI Shark, a software based on artificial intelligence designed to help novice players, or casuals, successfully navigate challenging games. Interestingly, the release of AI Shark is planned to coincide with the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2 in September. Given the lack of any official announcement about a Switch successor, the author's statement might seem speculative. Consequently, the gaming press, led by Jason Schreier, sought clarification from AI Shark representatives. Surprisingly, they backtracked, claiming their management was merely speculating about the potential appearance of a Switch successor, noting that Nintendo has not denied the existence of the device and intends to release it in 2024. According to GameShark representatives, they are aware that the company aims to launch the console in the fall, though the exact release date was not disclosed to them. Until official information is published by Nintendo, or at least from trusted sources close to the company, this leak, or whatever it was, will be considered another attention-grabbing speculation. However, it's not ruled out that the console might indeed be released around September. Meanwhile, other rumors had previously suggested that the Switch 2 is planned for 2024 and will be available in two variants. Nintendo itself expects the original Switch's life cycle to last until the beginning of 2025. Ubisoft released a demo version of its Prince of Persia game, eliciting mixed reactions among players. Critics were generally impressed, rating the game 86 points on OpenCritic and 87 on Metacritic for the PlayStation 5 version. According to 93 experts on OpenCritic, the game is worth attention. However, despite positive reviews, some downsides were highlighted, including the initial hours of the game, which some found boring, and unclear storytelling. The plot twists and exciting gameplay moments are reserved for the second half of the game, potentially spoiling the overall impression. The demo version is available to players on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, and PC via the Epic Games Store and Ubisoft Store. Ubisoft describes the demo as an opportunity to dive into the game without revealing key plot points. Now let's take a brief excerpt from a comprehensive review by PC Gamer. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is a slow burn. The first hours of the game are marred by a simplified and unremarkable platformer, compounded by disjointed storytelling that fails to engage. Ubisoft's return to the roots of the 2D platformer series after a 14-year hiatus introduces a new protagonist, Sargon, a member of the Immortals tasked with protecting Prince Hassan and Persia. Unfortunately, the narrative leaves players confused and detached due to a lack of world-building elements and unclear character motivations, despite attempts to offer additional story through books and tablets. As the main character gains more time powers, the creative approach to platforming flourishes, especially with the addition of a double jump ability around the 15-hour mark. Newly acquired difficulties bring life to the game, creating a significant difficulty spike that tests players' skills and problem-solving abilities. The later stages of the game significantly differ from the initial hours and become more engaging. The mechanics of progression and platforming in The Last Crown deserve praise. The controls are responsive and smooth, allowing for quick and precise jumps, dashes, and slides. In conclusion, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown initially struggles to find its footing in the game, as its narrative is mediocre and the platformer gameplay too simple. However, in the later stages of the game, after acquiring the power of time and more challenging platforms, the impressions of the game improve. The combat actions, while engaging, do not fully realize their potential. Either way, it's worth playing. That's all, my dear viewers. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with new news in the gaming industry, and see you soon.